We're here at the beautiful TransWorld SURF house with Mr. Mark Healey. This is the new and improved. I'm trying to shake your hand. Nice to see you.
I'm trying to blow you off, sorry.
Yeah, big timing me on the North Shore. This is the new improved Cote's Cube, so you're the first guest ever on it.
So what's improved about it?
Just we're on the beach at Rock Piles.
Yeah, that's a start.
It's better than my office in Carlsbad.
Whose house is this, anyways? This isn't yours.
Not sure. We bought it. We actually bought it for the week. They call it rentals, but I don't know. We bought it. Anyway, Mark, big couple of days. Let's start by talking about the Eddy. Obviously, you know, you're always a favorite going into that. Tell me, like, first off, what the anticipation was like, knowing that it was going to be big. Like, how did you get yourself psyched for it?
Well, I knew it was going to be big, and there'd be some crazy stuff happening regardless if the Eddy was going to go down or not. You know, you can always hope for the Eddy, but odds of everything coming together doesn't happen very often. So there's a ton of anticipation, and also everybody saw this storm like 10 days out, and
purple blob coming in.
It was like black hole Death Star in the middle of the Pacific. So, you know, there's some sleepless nights for sure, and just trying to get everything lined up for whatever it popped up for us. But we got that big session at Waimea the day before, so that was a good warm up for the Eddy.
For sure. What size board were you riding out there?
9.4.
9.4. And pretty much everybody rides like between 9.0 and like 9.6.
There's a lot of guys on like 10.0s and 10.6s even. You know, I don't like riding those boards. It seems like they just give you enough rope to hang yourself. You know, you get into the wave and then it can't fit in the transition.
Now, you're out there. You were the only person that went left. You were saying that was kind of a shout out to Marvin Foster.
Yeah, I had to give the ode to Marv. You know, he was actually my neighbor when I was growing up over on Wahiva, and I kind of always looked up to him. He was one of the Hawaiian guys who was always nice to my blonde freckled ass when I was a little kid, and yeah, he's just kind of a hero of mine. So I knew there was no huge sets coming, and it was the final minutes. I had one wave to catch left. I was like, I'm catching a left.
Go left. So, you know, when you go right at Waimea, you can pretty much be assured that you're going to come out and you're be in the safety of the channel. What happens when you go left? Where do you end up?
Well, it depends how far left you go. You don't want to go too far left. But actually, I kind of like it. You get in a lot faster if you go left. You can't go too far, and all that water is pushing around the point, so it wants to push you around the corner, and all that water wants to flush into the base, so you usually just miss the rocks.
It looks scary as hell. Speaking of scary, a couple months ago now I keep hearing this story from people, you were riding on the fin of a great white shark freediving. Is this a rumor, or is this shit true? Because I'm gonna die if it's true.
Yeah, it's true. A buddy that I know from spearfishing, this kid Brandon Wallers, we got this opportunity to go and do a National Geographic shoot, kind of help out with it in Guadalupe Island, and there's a ton of white sharks there. You know, there's like
that's like a breeding ground, right?
Yeah, there's a ton of them. So just kind of hopped in, feel out the situation, how the different ones' personalities were, and started getting closer to them, and then just started grabbing on and getting dragged around.
Now, you're not, like, I always talk to you about these shark stories and big waves and stuff. You never seem scared. You had to be a little bit anxious, I guess you would say, around these great whites?
Yeah, I wasn't doing it as a stunt or anything. I just knew from dealing with a lot of sharks in my life and kind of watching them in the water that it didn't want to eat me. It was just kind of checking me out, and it was actually the big ones will kind of chase around the smaller ones around the back of the boat, so they almost seem preoccupied with asserting their dominance to other sharks. That's when you go in and hop on. But yeah, the first one I got, I've never been so scared in my life.
Nice. So you do get scared. Okay, good.
Yeah, because you're out there off the back of the boat, and there's a lot of things going on, but there's definitely a moment where the shark just goes boom and zero ins on you, and you're like, there's no mistaking that all his focus is on you and is swimming right at you, and there's nothing you can do. If he wants to take you, you're gone.
Well, I'm glad he didn't take you, because we have a special award for you. Yeah, we have two things for you right here. We have a TransWorld SURF tourist hat made by New Era. That's custom.
I've been trying my whole life to not look like a Holly. Then you give me a hat like
there you go. That's gonna help. Yeah, that's by New Era, and this is from our friends at Kicker, and we got this for you as a consolation prize. You didn't win the Eddie, but you won TransWorld Surf's Favorite Waterman Award. And you can look for a lot of good photos of Mark coming out in the next issue of TransWorld Surf. We got some sick ones, so stay tuned for that. Brother, be safe, man. I worry about you, you know?
Sound like my mother.
I know, I'm kind of like that. All right, Mark Healey, ladies and gentlemen, Cote's Cube, on the beach, North Shore.